Hey guys, Simu aka Chairman here with some exciting news. Updates to the English comprehensive rules, including the crazy new refresh rule that JP Weiss players are freaking out over. But before we get to that, there are also a couple of other rule updates that I'll briefly cover first. Let's get straight into it. A new rule was introduced to deal with shuffling face-down cards in memory. This was added in version 1.94 of the Japanese comprehensive rules in December 2021. Basically, the rule states that neither player can look at these cards unless otherwise stated. There are currently no cards in the English game that has this effect of shuffling cards face down in memory. The only Japanese cards that do this are these three cards, and none of these sets are likely to come to English. Maybe we'll see this card or effect in an upcoming English original set, who knows. Next, we have an updated clause that defines exactly when a card or ability is considered to have played. This was added in version 1.95 of the Japanese comprehensive rules in April 2022. This is mostly for clarification purposes, but importantly confirms that cards and abilities are considered to have been played before they resolve. So whether or not they actually do resolve doesn't change whether or not they are played. Final information has been updated with a new ruling added in version 1.96 of the Japanese comprehensive rules in May 2022. This clarifies that cards in battle still remember each other as battle opponents for abilities that trigger while both of them are in their correct zones, but by the time the ability resolves, one or both characters are not in their original positions. So yes, even if Shirogane clock kicks your Yoshino, you can still send it to the bottom of their deck. There's an update to the rules around the keyword resonate. This was added in version 1.95 of the Japanese comprehensive rules in April 2022. The new rules cover any kind of ability that has the keyword resonate, not just auto abilities, and cover cases where the resonate ability does not reveal a specific card as cost. This update was implemented because of actually one specific card in the Japanese. This is a level 0 Kanon from Superstar that can resonate with any one of three cards. The resonate cost just says to reveal a card from hand and rest this card, while the rest of the ability handles what happens depending on the card revealed. Now, let's get to the exciting news. Refresh resolution has been updated and is a combination of the old reshuffle and refresh point rule actions. And this was added in the newest version of the Japanese comprehensive rules yesterday. Previously, you would perform the reshuffle as an interrupt, finish resolving the ability, then perform refresh point at the next check timing as a check type rule action. Now, with refresh resolution, you perform the reshuffle and then put the top card of the deck into clock immediately before finishing resolving the ability. I'll go ahead and demonstrate on camera. Let's say you're in this game situation and you decide to brainstorm. So I pay 1 and rest a card that has brainstorm and mill the top 5 cards of my deck. Now I only have 3 cards left in my deck, so they go into resolution zone, and I will perform a refresh right now. Now usually right after the refresh here, we would continue to resolve the brainstorm and finish resolving the brainstorm, then take the refresh damage. However, under the new rules, what's going to happen here is we have 1 point of refresh that needs to be immediately resolved, so we're going to resolve the refresh point right now. So the top card of our deck goes into clock. Now, because we are at 7 level, this is also an interrupt action, and this must be resolved immediately before we do anything else. So we're actually going to resolve level up immediately right now. So choose a card from our clock, put into level, and put the remaining cards into waiting room, and then the resolution of the brainstorm can proceed. So then we're going to reveal 2 more cards for the brainstorm effect. 1, 2. And now that we've hit 1 climax, these go into the waiting room and we will draw 1 card. As you can see, this is a pretty significant change, especially for those of us who have gotten used to taking refresh penalty after resolving the current ability. However, I personally think that in the long run, this is a good change for the game, as it simplifies what happens around interrupt rule actions and makes it easier for new players to grasp. Of course, there are a lot of new interactions this enables and plenty of ruling questions this raises. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment them below and I'll get around to answering all your ruling problems. That's it for this quick video, and we'll be back with more exciting Danmachi gameplay tomorrow. See you next time.